Hi, it's Teresa with Crafty with Theresa. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, today we have another scrapbook layout showcase. I've been talking about it for a while. We're going to get right to it. So, sometimes when we see scrapbook designs that we love, we don't necessarily want to copy it exactly. We want to take that inspiration and make it our own. So, in today's showcase, you're going to see that we do just that. So, let's get started. So I decided to take the Scrapbook Workshop Kit Weekend Adventures and make some adjustments because sometimes, depending on the photos we have available, that's necessary. So I took the Weekend Adventures that we have in the annual catalog on page 18 and 19, and I decided let's make this work with the photos that we have. So there are several designs. The designs that we'll be looking at here today are going to be this design and this design and pieces of them. This first design is basically taken off of the kit that comes in the Scrapbook Workshop, and it's the design number 2. Now, I made it my own because of what I needed it to be, but I did use the basic information. Here we have all the basic pieces of pattern paper, and you will see lots of coverage here of some of the journaling based on my family's request, but I did want you to see how adorable this turned out. It's actually the first birthday for one of my grandchildren. So we did the left page with the family and the large family. And the second page were some individual shots of him with different people. And then, of course, we got to throw in my crazy little granddaughters who are just as cute as they can be. And this was taken many, many years ago. The next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at some single page layouts, but I wanted to show you this. Again, sometimes you have to work with the photos, and in this case, this is my son, and there's huge stories behind this, and of course I had to cover it all up. But the story behind this basically is this this particular car has been in my garage for many, many years, and finally we got him to do this, and what it took to get that done is just hilarious. My son did not have the pieces to all of the cars, so you can imagine how long that took and how hilarious it was. The next design is actually first time at the library, just like it says. But what I did, and I'll go back to this design as well, is I basically took the design that was in the kit and I split it up and made 2 single pages out of the one design. So you see here where you got your brown and your stripes, and then here you have the brown and the stripes the opposite way. And that goes really well with this particular layout, which was our first time at the library. Now, I did have some interactive items in here. Again, I'm not going to open up and show the journaling piece of it, but I haven't quite figured out how this is going to work yet, but I will make it work in the actual layout. Just so you know, sometimes my family members will take my pages and they'll display them for a while. So I have a little bit of time to work on that interactive journaling. And the last thing I wanted to show you, I did not use all the papers. I still have some of the papers left. And this is on purpose because this paper is, in my opinion, perfect for Christmas cards. So that's next on my list of things to do, and you will be seeing that soon. Now, I did want to hop over and show one other photo. Initially, I didn't have this one out, but I wanted to show you how this worked out. We changed the design to fit what I needed to do for my photos, right? Well, this was an initiative that we had as a group, and I had already done this single page, and I mentioned in my video, and I'll link it here, that this is the single page, but there would be a companion page, and that I would show you what that companion page was in an upcoming video. Well, here we are, but I wanted to show you this. I have some interactive pieces here. This is not, a lot of this is secured down because I want to throw this underneath there. But I wanted to show you that. So the back side of this will be the journaling, okay? And this was for the challenge, but my companion page was a take on the design that was done in Weekend Adventures. On design number 3, I love how they had these diagonal pieces. They had other things on those diagonal pieces, but I really thought that it would work out so well in this companion page because I wanted to put a bunch of the alphabet into this design because obviously first grade, you're learning a lot of that. You're learning all your letters, and I put capitals and smaller case, and anyway, it worked out great. Along with the fact that I wanted to do a collage showing in this design all of the different types of activities. We had the gym classes, the PE classes, we had her working on her math and her science at her computer, her little cute little desk. We have Mimi time, we have losing the tooth, we have these cute little, I absolutely think those are adorable, cute little unicorn headset. And then the thing that I wanted mostly to show you here is you can take any pieces of a design and use those in your layouts. And this third page design that was in Weekend Adventures worked perfectly for something completely unrelated to a masculine layout. So that's what I have here for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have some upcoming soon items. I have some Christmas cards. I already mentioned that. And then I also have a couple more layouts to show you and some beautiful autumn fall cards coming out as well. Say hi, Max. Thank you again for joining me. And until next time, have a great day.